Hey guys, today I am filming a video on my drugstore makeup starter kit. I think that these videos are so helpful even to people that aren't starting. I really like to watch them and learn about some drugstore favorites and people, so I'm going to give you options from each category. By no means am I saying that you need to wear all these items. If you have very clear skin, you do not need to wear foundation. You don't need to wear blush. You don't need to wear bronzer. I'm not telling you you need to wear all these things, but I want to give you options in case you're interested. So this is going to be long, so I'm just going to get started. I'm not going to go into too much detail, so if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below so I can get back with you. So I have 3 options for foundation. The first is a BB cream. This is the Flower Beauty BB cream. I think this would be good for all skin types. If you are really oily, you will definitely have to set it with powder. This did not work for me as well in the really hot summer days, but I think this is really nice. You can get this at Walmart. It comes in 4 shades and it is pretty good medium coverage, so that's really nice. And then I have 2 actual foundations. And the first is Revlon Colorstay, and I also have the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. You can wear this even if you don't have acne. Maybe not for dry skin, but for normal, combo, or oily, I think this is great. The Revlon Colorstay has a formula for normal, dry, and combo oily, and they have a lot of shades. This is my absolute perfect shade in 150 buff, so these are both amazing and I definitely recommend them if you're looking for a medium to full coverage foundation. And these both have like a satin finish, which is nice. I always set with powder because I'm oily. And for concealer, I've got 2 options. For under eyes, if you have dark circles, I really just started getting a little bit of darkness this year. So I would say the Maybelline Fit Me is a really nice light coverage concealer, but it still covers well, but it won't be cakey, and that is great for under eyes. I actually ran out of mine, so I don't have it, and I also like that for blemishes, especially if you have dry skin. It was my go-to concealer in the winter time. And I also really like Hard Candy Glamoflague. You can get this at Walmart. This is really heavy duty. It's great for covering up really red spots on your skin and really big blemishes, and this is also nice for oily skin, so I really recommend this. Then for powders, I have a couple options. First, I would say if you are dry and you just want a powder to set your makeup so it will last longer and then your powder products will apply better on top, I'd say the Revlon Nearly Naked. I didn't like that for oily skin, but if you have dry skin, I think that would be nice. And if you have normal or normal combo and slightly oily, I would say the Milani Multitasker. This is really nice. It will set your makeup and give you coverage, and it won't get cakey, so I think this is really nice. If you have super oily skin, you would need to blot throughout the day, but I still think this is really nice. I am going to reach for it a lot in winter, I think. And then also Maybelline Dream Matte Powder is great for anybody with oily skin, and this is also a nice touch-up powder because it doesn't really provide too much coverage, so it's not going to cake on you. So now we're going to move on to bronzers and contours. Contouring is my favorite thing to do. I'm not going to say that you need to do that in high school. I definitely don't think so, or middle school or elementary, whenever you start to wear makeup. I don't think you need to do that, but I've got a couple options. The first is NYC Sunny. This is very inexpensive. You can also use this as an all-over bronzer, but I would say that you would want to apply it with like a duo fiber brush or something so that it doesn't come off orangey. This will probably flatter fair to medium skin tones. It won't work very well on deep skin. Same with the next one, which is my all-time favorite. This is NYX Blush and Taupe. You have to get this online, unfortunately. It's a really nice gray taupey color that is really good for contouring. I would not recommend this for bronzing. You'd want something more like this for bronzing, but both are really nice contours. And I also want to recommend the L'Oreal True Match powders. If you pick a shade in the cool or neutral undertone, those would also be fantastic for contours, and you wouldn't have to worry about it being orangey if you get one of those undertones. And since it's a powder, it will blend really well. So just pick a shade that you think works best for you, and a couple shades darker than your skin tone. But obviously for me, this is very different from my skin tone, so that doesn't work really well if you're fair, because if you would go 3 shades darker, then you would just be like less fair. So just pick a color that you think would work best for you. Now moving on to my favorite, which is blush. I've got a couple options for you, and the first one I have is a cream blush, and this is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush. I have Candy Coral. A lot of people hate on these, but you just have to use a really dense brush. I use my Real Techniques buffing brush, and that makes it apply so much more pigmented than when I use my fingers. But if you do just want a light flush on your cheeks, this would be nice. I really, really love this a lot. And if you just used it with your fingers, it'd be just a nice flush. So I think these are really nice. I know a lot of people hate on them, like I said, but they're a really nice texture. And then I also would recommend Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink. I don't own that because it is a dupe for NARS Orgasm, and I already have a couple dupes for NARS Orgasm, but it's just a peachy pink. It's a little bit more pink. It's got a really nice sheen to it, and it's very inexpensive, and that is a universally flattering color, so I definitely recommend that. And it's super pigmented, so you've got to be careful because you definitely can apply too much. Then I have two e.l.f. Studio blushes. I only own two. There are a lot of different shades of pink in this line, so if you like pink blushes, that e.l.f. is definitely the brand for you. But I've got two options here that I love. I have Candid Coral and Berry Mary. If you only want two blushes, here's your spring and summer, and here's your fall winter. They're really, really pigmented and beautiful. They've got a nice sheen to them, and I'm absolutely in love with both of these and definitely recommend them. And the last one I'm going to show you is the most expensive. It is $9.79, and you can only get it at Target, and it is the brand Sonia Kashuk. Sonia Kashuk just has really, really nice packaging. It's magnetic closure, and this is the shade Melon. This is just a gorgeous matte peach color, and it is not too intense, but it does show up on your skin, so I really, really love this one. So those are all my blush picks. So now for a highlighter. I find it's really hard to get highlighters from the drugstore. I know NYX just came out with some liquid illuminators, which I haven't tried, but I've heard that the pink tone one is like a dupe for Benefit High Beam, so those might be cool if you guys are interested in a cream. But if you're interested in a powder, I recommend Hard Candy. This is the Baked Blush in Pinup, which is just a light pinky champagne color, and there's also more of a yellowy champagne called Tiki, which is a baked bronzer. So I think either one of those would be a great option. You get a lot of product. Mine, I dropped it and the whole dome broke off, but normally you will probably never hit pan, even if it's your only highlighter. So these are really, really great, and I definitely recommend them. Either, like I said, Pinup or Tiki are perfect highlighting shades. So now moving on to eyebrows. I don't think everybody needs to do their eyebrows, but I really, really love it. And the first two things, if you want a pencil, I really recommend the Essence Designer Pencil and the Maybelline Define Brow. I ran out of both of them and I haven't repurchased them yet, but I will. I think they're really, really nice, and I like using them in conjunction with one another. I think it might depend on the size of your brows. The Maybelline Define Brow is a very, very precise tip, which if you have a lot of brows, it might take forever to fill them in, or you might use a lot of product. And the Essence is a little bit of a thicker pencil, but I like them both in conjunction. And I also love the e.l.f. Brow Kit. I have the shade Ash, which is perfect for blondes. Light is good for redheads, medium is good for girls with brown hair, and dark is good for girls with black hair. But the brush that comes with it is pretty good too, and it's got a wax and a powder, which I think is really, really nice. I definitely love this product. And then next is an eyelid primer. I think that this is really perfect for your eyeshadow, because if you want your eyeshadow to look nice, a primer will be great, especially if you have oily eyelids. Eyeshadow can crease like really crazy on you. It does on me. And I use the e.l.f. eyelid primer. I like this just as much as Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I like this better than the Tarte Eye Primer, so I definitely recommend this. It's only $1. And I am someone that loves cream shadows. I wear them as bases, but you can wear them as cream eyeshadows, and I've got two different types I recommend. The first is the Maybelline Color Tattoos. These are all amazing. There's tons of colors. But a great one is Bad to the Bronze. This is nice to wear on its own or as a base, but I think this is so stunning and will look good on everyone, and it's a really nice neutral color, but it still shows up really beautifully. And I also recommend the Milani Shadow Eyes pencils, and this one is in Champagne Toast, which is just a nice natural champagne color, and they do have some more colorful shades in their line as well, but I definitely recommend these either as a base or as a cream shadow. This is really great if you have to get up early for school and you just want to swipe something on your lids and go. This is really great. Just this and a little mascara and you're out the door, so I think that's a great option. So for eyeshadows, I have a couple different brands I recommend. Definitely Wet n Wild. This Walking on Eggshells trio is perfect for every day. It's a really nice eyeshadow that you can wear to school. So I really recommend this, and I love the single in Brule, just a nice cream color. Also, Wet n Wild Eye Studio quads are really nice quality, and they have a lot of colors. And I also love Almay. I only have one trio, but this is perfect if you just want to enhance your eye color. And it has a eyelid crease and brow bone, just like the Wet n Wild, so it really is kind of a foolproof. And of course you don't have to wear it that way, but it's just nice giving you ideas of how to wear eyeshadows. So I think that these are really great, and I definitely recommend these. Then I've got eyeliner and mascara. I like liquid liner. Once you get used to it, I think it's fabulous. And I love the Maybelline Line Stiletto liquid liner. And then for pencil liner, I use a nude in my waterline to make me look awake, which is another great thing if you have to get up early in the morning. And this is the Rimmel Scandalize Nude. For mascara, I would recommend the CoverGirl Clump Crusher because that will give you nice, natural, separated lashes. And I also love the Maybelline Rocket, which can be a little bit more clumpy, which I like, but it depends on your style, but I think both of those are really good mascaras. So now we're going to move on to lips. I just have a couple options here depending on what you like. And the first is Maybelline Baby Lips. These give a nice tint and they're moisturizing. This would be great to keep in your pocket or your backpack to reapply throughout the day. This is a shade Pink Punch, and this one actually does have really nice pigmentation to it. So I really, really love this and definitely recommend it for anybody, really, no matter what your age is. I think it would be really nice. And next I have the Revlon Lip Butters. These will give you the color of a lipstick, but they're moisturizing and they've got a shine to them. These are my favorite lip product of all time. And there are tons of shades, so you just pick the one that you think looks best on you or that you want to rock. But I've got 3 favorites that are nice and perfect for every day. This is Peach Parfait, Strawberry Shortcake, and Berry Smoothie. Berry Smoothie is really great for fall time. But really, I love all of these. They're natural, but they're very beautiful, and they won't draw too much attention to your lips, and they'll complement any other makeup that you're wearing. So I love these. And if you are looking to wear a full-on lipstick, I really recommend the Revlon Super Lustrous in the cream formulas. I've got a couple different shades. I'm wearing one today in Sassy Mauve and I love it. But this is a shade Primrose. This is a nice nudie pink, and I think this looks beautiful on so many people. And this is a nice natural everyday color as well. So I definitely recommend these, and especially this shade. Lastly, I have lip glosses, and my favorites are the NYX Butter Glosses. I think these are amazing. They come in a lot of colors, and these have a nice scent to them. These are opaque, but they won't cover your lips completely. Your natural lip color will still show through. I like to wear these over top of lipsticks, but you can wear them on their own. And I have the shades Meringue and Maple Blondie. I think these are both beautiful, and they've got reds and different pinks and nudes, so they have a lot of shade variety, so I definitely recommend these. Lastly, I wanted to mention some brushes. I am posting a must-have makeup brush video that will be up on Tuesday if you want to see further detail and specifics of my favorite brushes. But in general, I would say I love the $1 e.l.f. eyeshadow brushes, the $3 e.l.f. face brushes, and the Real Techniques face brushes. I think those are all fabulous. And Up and Up by Target makes an amazing crease brush that I love for blending. So like I said, I'll talk more about that in my next video because I know this one's getting long. So I hope that was helpful, but please leave a comment down below of your favorite drugstore products or things that you think would be great for beginners. And like I said, you don't need to wear everything out of this category. You don't need to buy all of these things. Just wear what you think would look great on you and that you would like to wear. Don't feel like you have to wear all of these things or any of these things. And I really hope you guys like this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.